coronavirus and only 100 and something cases. And that's huge because we have a governor, a mayor that really cares about the people, you know, so.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Well, isn't it hard? Because obviously America it's an open place. You can drive from one state to another like, without anyone. So, I mean, so even if you guys have locked off, what about the people who may be coming into Massachusetts from either side? I mean, there's like 4 different ways you can come in from 4 different states. How do you kind of control that?
Actually,
amendment, you know,
you can't.
Second
Amendment.
No, I think like Nigel's right for raising that because that is what I was going to say as well.
Did he just say the Second Amendment?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Don't learn in Massachusetts. No, but in general, like you're right to raise that.
Yeah.
I was going to raise that point because like it is exactly that. But I think what it is that's going to carry, you know. There's going to be some kind of calculation to work out how he's coming in. And I think what he's doing by, like you say, by having a governor and a mayor who are sort of working, you know, in tandem, and they're actually to have joined up thinking when you're getting the advice from Trump, what you're getting is it's amazing that some states are just like, no, we're going to have to take like the whole situation and deal with this ourselves. And some people did that really well, like Governor Cuomo. He did really well in New York when it was really surging over there. And there's been places where, like I say, like Massachusetts and a few places who have, you know, really worked together. The problem is when the mayor and the governor are arguing, and then obviously you're getting direction from above that is literally pushing for states to reopen no matter what.
Plonker.
The way to look at this is now Trump's having these rallies, and they're actually they've got stickers on these seats at these convention centres that are saying, you know, social distancing, blah, blah, blah. And he's instructing his staff to go in there, tie chairs together and take the stickers off, fill the places up and everything. But obviously he's masked, well, he's not masked up, but all these people have to be masked up, tested every single day and contact traced. But then the rest of people in society is not advocating for that at all. He's actually saying we don't need to test that many people and we shouldn't, and wear a mask if you want to and all the rest of it. So the advice is really, really bad. So when governors and mayors get it right, and you've got that cohesion between the two, because it doesn't work when you're getting advice from the mayor and then the governor basically says, right, and we're opening anyway, because the mayor becomes disabled, then they're the lesser power, they can't control what's happening. So it just depends, you know. I think Massachusetts is doing a brilliant job. And you're safe, Keith, man, you're safe.
Oh yes, always. Oh yeah, always. I got the Lord behind me, man. You know, God keeps me safe.
Yeah, man.
You know,
And Interpol.
Interpol.
So let me tell you something.
Interpol, because Germany, running from Germany, what we said earlier on.
Oh yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
There's a system in place where if in a crisis or a pandemic, we could declare a state of emergency.
Yeah.
The president who is in office automatically takes over that office for 4 more years. So anything that Donald Trump is saying is everything where the virus doesn't matter anymore. It's gone. We beat it, all the stuff that Donald Trump is saying, telling the mayors, open up, yeah, everything's fine. He just wants to make sure that in November, if this virus is still around, him as president to say state of emergency, and he doesn't even have to run for president. He's automatically president.
Oh my God. So by default, man.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So wait, did you hear about this geezer? What's his name? Kanye West saying he's gonna run because we posted something in the group, and Simon had a good point. What do you think, Keith? Have you heard of it?
I did, yes.
And what do you think?
I believe,
Come on, Keith, what do you know, Johnny?
I believe this is a publicity stunt. All right, so Kanye could kick rocks. I don't like him at all. So this is Donald Trump and Kanye's plan. So if Kanye takes, say, 2,000, 3,000 votes from the public, as long as Biden doesn't get those votes pretty much go to Donald Trump. It's another little scheme of Donald Trump's to get all the votes. He needs the electoral votes. So if people start voting for Kanye, that takes away from the, I want to say, the Democratic Party. You know, in default, again, he wins. So it's a strategic thing that Donald Trump is doing by having Kanye run for president.
You know, what add to that as well, like the one thing when people say that Kanye's unhinged, the one thing that I don't think anybody can actually say is that he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, he may be a fool in some ways, but he's very calculating. And if Kanye was really actually running for president, he wouldn't be coming in after the primaries like this late in the day with some half-assed kind of campaign. He would have been there early. He would have been in the rest of his opponents down early in the first, second round and everything. So he's got a clear run to the finish line because he's not the kind of guy who's going to sit back and just wait this one out until the last minute, unless he had a realistic chance of winning.
Yeah.
He's got a massive following. You know, he's a very, very talented and famous guy, but he hasn't got the sort of pull to be able to come in this late in the game and expect serious voters to vote for him. Because how is he going to appeal to the white middle class woman, you know, in the middle of Oklahoma or something? Like, he's not going to resonate with hip hop music, or, you know, somebody very brash and outspoken and black telling them what they should do.
I did want to ask Keith, though, do you think that the Black American citizens will see through it, or do you feel as though some will buy into it because he was in the church and everything, and people seem to have bought into that? So
I would say the hip hop community bought into his church, but for the realistic people out here like me, the everyday black person, we can't stand that, because you're going against God. You know what you stand for, and then you're representing God. You're going to open up a church, Kanye Sundays. I don't know what he's doing, but and trying to win all the votes. He thought they believe they have the black vote in the belt by putting Kanye up there, you know. And I don't respect it at all, because in the midst of this Black Lives Matter, he shouldn't be running for president. He should be making sure we're making changes in this city from Chicago, where 100 people died, not even on 4th of July. You know, like that he has us focus in another place, which also tells me I would never vote for Kanye West, you know. It's like watching a soccer game, right? The commentator knows everything about soccer, but put him on the field, he can't even score a goal. He won't even be able to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about Kanye, man.
Well, I always think, like, and this is, I don't know if it's anything to do with the fact that he's rich, but in powerful circles, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to come across a lot of interesting people who have a lot of interesting things to say. I reckon that Kanye is just one of those guys who just hear really amazing things in passing and then tries to palm it off as his own, as like right knowledge, you know. He just seems like one of them kind of brothers, man. He's like, I have a philosophy, I had a dream, you know what I mean? And then like, this guy's trying to pass it off like that's his thing. I mean, this guy will have you believe he parted this, you know, the Red Sea. And I just think like he's a bit of a clown, but I think not. I don't take him as a joke. I'm not going to say that this guy doesn't have anything about him. He's obviously he reminds me, to be honest, of Candice Owens, where she has the potential to be absolutely brilliant, but choosing to be a clown. And I'd say that in a sense about Kanye, but not to the same degree. I think this is a publicity stunt. I wouldn't call him a clown. I think he's got some interesting things to say, but he's not presidential material in my opinion.
Yeah, man. While we talk about this man and the whole Black Lives Matter stuff, did you hear about this party, the NFAC? Did anyone else hear that?
Yeah, I saw the march. I saw a video clip of it, someone that would have been watching. But what state they were in? Where were they?
Oh, these are the guys with the guns.
Yeah. They're my boys, man.
These are the guys who went to defend people, yeah? So protesting, yeah? Well, I think you raised an interesting point, because it was just saying about people marching on DC and what would happen if black people chose to do what those sort of people defending the American the statues of Confederate, you know, these Confederate leaders, because I don't think they could have pulled that off in Washington. But that, like you say, where is it actually?
It's not an open carry state, that's why.
No.
Well, I would ask Keith quickly, if say these guys really got some like influence going around, because I think they have. Because like, to be honest, I'll join them straight away. I'll join them. I don't care. Yeah, I would. If they got big, how long would it be before the U.S. military was like, okay, we got competition?
I think it leaves the state. It's still in one state at the moment. So as soon as it leaves the state, then I believe we're going to have an issue. You know.
Okay.
You know, there's already a lot of talk. They're trying to now associate with the NFAS with the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
It's not, you know, these political communists who are trying to represent Black Lives Matter. So they're trying to terrorize, you know, put it into a terrorist group. It'll be.
But they did the same with Black Panther movement, though, didn't they?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
And the thing is, when you watch some of the documentaries, anytime there's a black voice or any kind of person who looks like they're going to get a following, they just take them out.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll find, you know, a lot of people who are making decisions. You won't know who's making the decisions, but we do need that unity. We do need that unity, but it's very difficult now because the voice, everybody wants something different. You know, that's why there's some black people who voted for Trump, because they want to have someone who goes to church as their president. You know, you've got some black people who, you know, will never vote for Trump because they want democracy. You know, they want rights for, you know, there's so many different facets that have got to be created to actually make it equal. You haven't got one unifying black voice, which is going to make everybody happy. Because I tell you what, black people, man, when it comes to moaning, we're the quickest to moan, you know. Quickest to moan. Listen, mate, I'll tell you a quick story. There's a group on Facebook, and there's this girl, and she's built this group for the black community. 100,000 in about 1 week. 100,000 people. There's people on there now moaning at their posts and being posted straight away. They don't appreciate that there's like 7,000 posts coming in a day, and they've all got to be approved. They're moaning. Instead of them thinking, well, look, man, it's a good cause. I can wait. So my people's like, oh, man, what about me? What about me? So
you're desperate, innit?
Yeah, and that's the problem. And it's not just black people. I think it's people in general. But to get that one unified voice who's going to say, right, I can say 95% of what I say will make my people of colour happy. It's bloody hard, man, because we divided down so many lines. Gangs, religion. You know, in some places, you're too black or you're too light. You know what I mean? We've got all these. So it's hard. It's definitely hard to unify. And I think it's a difficult job. Even if you had a country where it was just black people, they'd still find a problem to say, well, you're going to live that way because you're, you know what I mean? It's a difficult thing, man. Difficult thing. Yeah. And that's why when all these communists, socialists, whatever, jump on these bandwagons, you know, when you really strip it back, you know, for me, it should be about colour. Forget the fact whether he's left, you know, he's a lefty or whatever. It should be about colour, man.
That's exactly what they're doing.
But they have to make it about everything else on top.
Yeah, but no, that's what they're making it about. They're making it exactly about colour. Don't you see? By by linking all of these things onto the Black Lives Matter movement just by association, by what? The fact that these people are black. That's exactly what's happening. That's how it's been brought back. What are happening, like you said, with the Black Panthers and stuff back, you know, in the civil rights days, is anything that would have been associated with them. Any kind of spin-off group or anybody actually, maybe you got peaceful people who were like people like MLK, but not, you know, so well known. They would have just associated them straight away to the most violent, the most heinous, to anything that, you know, and any story that ever happened with a black person after that. If a black guy goes and robs somebody down in the street, it would be probably say, oh, you know, a known member of this organisation. Yeah. They would tie it straight into the organisation just to keep that narrative always. Yeah,
that's it. And that's the thing.
That's what's going to happen now with Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Every mention of them and every black person who ever did anything ever, you know, they'll be over here. They'll be like, Linford Christie, yeah, man, he was Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. Well, look what happened with Muslims. I didn't even know what a Muslim was until 9/11, and then I knew what a Muslim was because the media told me that there was these guys, they were all supposed to be terrorists, and I've got to hate them all, and I must watch out for them. And then I was told that, you know, they like allow meat and all these things. I'm thinking, but it never bothered me before. Yeah. But I had to learn to hate these people. I had to learn to hate them because the media dictated it.
On the show, excuse me to cut in there, John, who you wouldn't know, Keith, we had a previous guest on the show who was a white guy who went out with his family and stayed in Kashmir in Pakistan during literally the height of the tensions, well, not the height of the tensions, but not many years after, like what happened in 9/11. And he didn't pay for a drink. He never paid for food. They were literally thanking him for going there because what the Western media was telling them is that everybody in Pakistan is basically, you know, got a vest on and they're going to blow themselves up. And it really and truly had normal families there who could not believe that this white guy was going to be there. And he ended up staying with the family for 2 months and he never bought a thing, even in a shop. He said even shopkeepers wouldn't take his money.
Yeah. I can vouch for that too, man. I've heard that as well about Pakistan. But anyway, I want to go back to the NFAC, man, because I want to join. Oh, look, Keith, you know anybody, man? Get me in.
Oh shit, no, man, no.
Nah, but
I take care of what's around me, but to go out there and risk your life, I still don't even know too much about it. Like Black Lives Matter. I love my people, but to fight, I'm just not completely. I don't have all the knowledge yet to deep into the subject. Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's probably better just to stay away from that sort of stuff, man. Because I think there's enough martyrs who will do it. But you're like obviously a father. You got kids. You got business. It's not really your fight. You're doing all right. But I think there's a lot of people who are not doing all right who can say, you know what, I'm gonna go and fight for this cause. Even me, I got like 3 kids now. I got a wife. Got a job. I'm pretty set up here. I don't have to go and fight anyone's fight apart from racism. Racism, I'm gonna fight to the day I die. Now I don't care. I'm a soldier of.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah, the anti-racism soldier. That's what I am. So I'll fight that till I die. Apart from that, any other fights, unless it's like an all-out civil war, I have to take a couple of geezers down. Then I'm in. But yeah, man.
We fight with intelligence, with our brains. If we could change one person's opinion every day, you're winning the war. That's how I fight with my words. That's learning the facts and being able to present the facts to where maybe you can have a change of heart. And that's the battle I'm fighting. If I have to pick up my gun, then there's a serious problem.
Yeah, of course. Speaking is no longer an option. I want to go back to your military career. Did you ever go downrange? Is that what you call it? You saying you went to Iraq?
Yeah. Well, I didn't go to Iraq. I didn't go to Afghanistan. Where another situation in the military, I got myself into a lot of trouble. Got locked up for 5 months and kicked out the army after 5 years of service.
Okay.
So I had a racist sergeant who just kept on telling me, I'm from Boston, and Boston's not known for a lot of black people.
Yeah.
So he kept telling me, oh man, you're like Uncle Tom, you're a white boy, like there's no black people in Boston. So it was just making me mad. I punched him in the face, and I pulled a knife on him in the kitchen, and they locked me up. They locked me up, bro. So
was like, obviously you was in jail then, or prison jail. Is that like normal jail? Is that like kind of like a soft version or a harder version actually?
I would say it's a little bit softer. They try to follow the same system, but because we're soldiers, from the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, everyone's together in Mannheim, Germany.
Okay.
It's just do our 9 to 5. They give us gym time, they feed us, and then they lock us in the cell. With 12 or 15 people in one bay. So it's almost being back in basic training. That's how it felt.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, then it's all right then. It's all right. It's easy then. So when you just like don't want to go down range, man, you just punch a sergeant in his face. You good?
Yeah.
5 months.
There's no advantages to punching a sergeant, man. Believe me, apart from instant gratification at the time.
There's no advantages. No.
I nearly went there myself. I got thrown down the stairs by a sergeant, and then thrown down the next flight of stairs by the same guy. I was 16 years old, the youngest trainee on camp out of 1,500. One of 3 black or minority ethnic, as you say these days. Guys out on there. So. Yeah, man, and they used to be blatantly racist to us. They say, when you come to attention, you bring you snap your arm down like there's a nigger going through your mom's handbag. No offense, Johnson, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I used to get it so bad. I used to get just, when we was like running and there'd be like a puddle of like dirty, muddy water. Tell me to start doing press ups and then stand on my back and then just grip the back of my shirt and just pull me through the mud, and then tell me that we had dress parade on and we all had to stand up and see how our uniform looked, and obviously I'm there dripping in mud. So I've got now about 30 seconds to go back inside and get changed and get out there in 30 seconds, which is impossible. So now he's going to beast everybody else in the squadron except for me, who can go back inside, change, have a nice cup of coffee and watch everybody else. And then, yeah, you do that.
Best of friends, innit?
You do that enough times to somebody, and yeah, you'll make some enemies. I mean, you set everybody on me.
I don't know if you had it. You didn't have it like that though, Keith. When did you? How old was you into the military?
I was 19 when I joined.
Oh, so you're still quite young, and then you went straight to. You did your basic training, and then went straight to Germany.
I did basic training and AIT, which is your job training. went straight to Germany. Correct.
But they weren't that harsh with you, because I guess in America, it doesn't matter how we look at it. I think Americans' military is a lot more multi-diverse than the UK military, I believe. And also, I think in America, it seems like military is, like Keith said earlier, it's a way for a black person to get out, of the life that he's probably been set out for. You know what I mean? You can think, okay, I'm going to go to the military and set myself up a little bit. Whereas if you just stays in the hood, you know where that's probably going to end up, jail or dead. So, yeah, man. Anyway, so you went down. So, do you want to say something?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
So you went down to Iraq, man. What was that like? Because was that